Hello, everyone. I'm Carol Richards, and this is Teacher Talk, episode 12. We've been talking the past two episodes about composition in the classroom. Another aspect of composition, of course, is improvisation, the act of creating music spontaneously without the use of written music or without the use of practicing. So, magic. Magic is improvisation because you don't really think about it, you don't plan it, you don't rehearse it. It just about happens. So, how does this happen, and how can we help children to be able to improvise and have a satisfying musical experience? Well, for example, let's do a little question and answer. Because you're teachers, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll do the question and you do the answer. Okay, different rhythm than me. I'm going to do body percussion. You do body percussion. Here I go. Now, I'm sure you did an absolutely fabulous answer. And I'm sure that you, without me telling you it was compound time and 6/8 and how many beats you had and how many beats I have, I'm sure you did it just fine because you're teachers and you've done this quite a lot. So you've had a lot of experience. I'm sure you did the same meter, same time, everything just perfectly. So improvisation really depends quite a lot on the experiences that we've had and how much time we've had with a particular meter or tonality, how often we use it. So experience, that's the key. Now, the jazz people may have studied jazz scales for years and years and practiced them and so on. But think about the old jazz musicians, the old guys back in New Orleans who never went to school, never had scales, and yet they played fabulous jazz. How could they do it without all that training? Well, experience, lots of experiences. So, why can some children do question and answer easily and some not? I think it's the same reason. We can do 6/8 rhythms easily, but not 7/4 because we haven't had as much experience. We haven't had as much of internalizing 7/4 as we have 6/8. So, ORF people are often giving children lots and lots of experiences in different sorts of rhythms and tonalities. So, the more musical experiences that engage children in performing different rhythms and meters, the more successful they're going to be at those activities. All right, where do we start? Well, the ORF approach emphasizes that music made by children comes from children and it shouldn't be constrained by rules of harmony and so on. So it sounds to me like we need to start at the very beginning, a very good place to start, so I've heard. How do we help children gain confidence and ability um, for these kinds of activities? Well, one of the ORF rules is we need to start where all children can participate. So, nothing to do with harmonies and nothing to do with rules, but everything to do with imagination. So, how about you tell them a story and ask the children to embellish the story? So, at the scary parts of the story, can they make some scary music with their voice or with their instruments? Can they make some happy music? Can they do some running music? It doesn't have to be metrical or in a particular tonality. Are they improvising? Yes, they are. We can also help them to begin the process of improvisation by teaching them some pattern and then asking them to change the pattern. So I'd like to show you a little video. This is excellent. This teacher has, I think, a grade 2 class, and she's starting the class with a warm-up, which is fantastic because it gets the children moving, it gets the brain going, and so on. So let's have a look at this warm-up and think about how we could make that warm-up into an activity again where children do some improvisation.
Exactly. And your feet.
Wasn't that a good activity? All right, she has a particular body percussion pattern. Feet, 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 pat, 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 and so on. But next time she can ask the children, all right, see if you can do something different. Instead of when I'm stamping, you do something different. When I'm patting, do something different, and so on. So one possibility for introducing and getting children to improvise is to have them change something they already know. But as they're doing it in a group, nobody's watching them and no one's judging them, and they're just exploring and having a good time. What about question and answer? Well, question and answer is very good. And how do we start that with children? Well, we can start with talking. How are you? And you say, I'm fine, or I'm tired. What did you do on the weekend? Question. Oh, well, I went to the beach. Answer, and so on. All right, we talk first. Now, let's clap our question and clap our answer. Hello, what did you do on the weekend? I went to the beach. So this time, say your question in your head and your answer in your head, but clap what you would say. And that's another way to start the improvisation, so that they do question and answer and they link it to what they would say. Can you do that with singing? Yes. We like to start with 2 notes. Hello, so me. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. What about playing instruments? Same thing. So question and answer, that's another way into it. And finally, echo. Echo is a good way. It's an important step because echo sets the phrase length. It sets the phrase length, how many bars? It sets the meter, compound, simple, 3/4, 4/4, 7/4. It sets the tempo. It sets the style, and so on. So, and the most important thing is it gives children vocabulary and ideas that they can use. So echo, you do it, they echo. Next time they do something and everybody echoes. And then the next child does something and everybody echoes. So everyone's getting vocabulary. Some children may take a little longer to get the idea, but they will eventually. I'd like to show you a little bit of a video of a gorgeous group of 5-year-olds that I was teaching in China. They don't speak English. I don't speak Mandarin. And so we had to learn words like echo and copy me. And this is a copy me exercise. And then it's copy the children. Have a good look at how they cope with this and how, in the end, they start to get the idea.
Copy me first.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this introduction to ways into improvisation. There are lots more, and I'm hoping over the next few months we'll explore a few more of them. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time for Teacher Talk.